Right, hang on, the camera is working, I think. Hang on, 1 second. There we go. Right, the camera should be working in a second. There we go. Right. It was doing the usual, there was an update thing for it, right? So let me just make sure everything is working. Yeah, we're good to go. Hello. I am sweating my nuts off right now. Okay. So, I'm going to get the usual preamble out of the way, then I've got a couple of important things I need to talk about regarding streams over the next week or so. But for anybody who doesn't know, there's no audio or video that's going to be shown tonight from the shows we're going to be watching. We have the synchronized timer just about there, which is I'll do a 5-second countdown, start what we're watching, and then everyone's all synced up to know within a second or so. Sometimes it doesn't work properly. If it does, just give me a shout in chat and I'll try to reset it as much as possible or keep things updated. As part of that, we don't skip the intros because, again, it keeps everything all on the same thing. And between the 3 episodes of Vox Machina that we're going to be watching and Doom Patrol, we're going to take a sort of a 5-6 minute break or so just to sort of refresh, rehydrate. Although that is something I'm probably going to have to do maybe a little bit earlier, but we'll address that if it happens. Right, so a couple of important things I need to address for tonight. Number one, it is hot as balls right now in the UK. It's like Satan's jockstrap, and I have kidney damage, and part of it means I cannot regulate and deal with heat very well, especially with some of the meds and stuff that I'm on. As part of that, and also with the computer, I may have to stop the stream a bit early. I don't think I will, but there is that little possibility. Just because it is one of those, it's in that stage where I'm not sure how I feel, if that makes sense. Like, I don't feel bad, but I've been caught out like it before. I've been like, yeah, I've been fine, and then like 5 minutes later, I'm like woozing, like I feel like I'm about to faint, sort of thing. So I know the symptoms, and if it happens, I'm at least vaguely aware of what's going on. So anytime you've really got to worry if you just see me just sort of thud or something like that. But again, 99 times out of 100, I've been able to catch it in time. But anyway, that kind of leads into about next week. What's the temperature? 16, but grey and red. Oh, yeah, that would have been lovely. So yeah, with regards to that, it's kind of related for streaming for next week. I've had a look on the weather predictions, and they've said it's going to be in the high 20s, like sort of 28, 29. But that could change. It could very much go up or down either way. So because of that, whilst I will be trying to stream properly next week, I'm going to have to, as for everything else, I'm going to have to take it on a day-by-day basis, because as I tried, I did a little test run, excuse me, I did a little test run earlier today, and the fans on my computer were just going completely ballistic from having to run both OBS and the game at the same time. It was the machine was struggling. So I'm going to have to keep that in mind. With this, it's a lot more passive, because it's basically like the, from a GPU point of view, this is like the equivalent of me watching like a YouTube video and having OBS on it. They run on 2 different like chipsets and things like that, so it's not as straining on the computer, but I do have the fan pointing towards myself, and the computer as well, sort of doing things. So if you can hear a noise in the background, that's what it is. It's the fan, and I am sweating like a bucket already. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting couple of weeks, because the weather will be very, very unpredictable, and what's the word for? Anybody who's experienced like heat in the UK knows that when we get it hot, our systems and our biological systems are really not adapted for it. But again, we'll cross those bridges when we come to it. I don't want to put myself out for commitments and then feel bad about anything. So that's why I'm saying this now. Get it over with, get it addressed with. Things are going to be wibbly in terms of scheduling. Exactly, what will be, will be. It's the other thing as well, and again, this is more of a minor thing. I do have a little squirty fan thing to help keep myself cool. So if you see me doing this, and you can hear it, it's this. This thing has saved my friggin' life. I got this for like £1 or something from Poundland like years ago. The only thing I've had to change about it is change the batteries. It has been freaking brilliant. Well worth getting, and that was so freaking cheap. Right, okay, so yeah, we're going to be watching now Vox Machina. This is the last 3 episodes of season 4, so this is going to be spicy. So you know what? I've been waffling. I don't want to strain my brain any much. So let's get ourselves all queued up and ready to go. I'll read what the episode's names are. We've got The Poisoned Ear, Let the End Begin, and The Ascension. Right, these are all 15 minutes. Sorry, 15 minutes. 15 rated, about 25 minutes each. Apart from the last episode, which is about 29, 30 minutes. I may be a lot more quieter than today than I otherwise would normally be, but we'll see. We'll see. Obviously, I don't have the ring light on, so if you notice the screen start to go dark, give me a shout and I will turn the light on, just so that way, basically, if I turn it on, it'll be extra heat and extra brightness, which is just like, hey, let's get ready. Let's get ready. Right. Get everything queued up. Remember, we don't skip intros. Right, and I'll do a 5-second countdown. Oh, I'm sweating buckets. Right, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And that's what. So yes, I have both fruit juice and I have a bottle of water down at my side as well. I just need to have a little bit of sugar in my drink right now. So, yeah, last time ended quite interestingly, didn't it? Grog got spaghettified. Yeah, remember there's 2 orbs. Oh, that's such an anime thing with the glasses. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling that Pike is, yeah, she is pissed. And she's got Myth Carver. Yeah. Okay, so if I just, I'm gonna just make this a little adjustment to the fan. So if this is, and this does seem to say like closely following the way that not everything, of course, because there's definitely been some things that have changed, but I think season 5 will be the final season of Vox Machina, based on how the story is progressing. I will say no more in that regards, but they also know they have got what's it called? The Mighty Nine, and they also gave was it a couple of episodes ago, and they showed us one of the characters from campaign 3, Lordna. I'm so glad they showed her, because even if they don't do campaign 3 animation, it's when they're sort of then you can just treat it like as an Easter egg. But for anybody who doesn't know, I mean, there's a reason why I was just like, fucking yes. Because in the original campaign that wasn't addressed, but it was nodded to in campaign 3. Of course he does. Yeah, that place is basically. Oh, yes. Hmm. Again, I'm sort of mentally having to bite my tongue. Oh yeah, that guy. Very handy having a big ass tree there. I have to say, Wayne Brady's done an amazing job as Tarion. Yep, that's how that is how grief works. That's a good sign. This might be important though. Kiva. This is a tough choice. Yeah. Yeah, Cassandra, you're not exactly in a place to sort of criticize that. Although she's definitely not happy. The thing is, you're on his home realm though, so this is probably going to be not as easy as you think. Oh, he recognizes. Yeah, he recognizes Myth Carver. Oh, that's a nice callback. Oh, she's. Oh, this is so being manipulating. Sometimes. Oh, she's good. There she is. There's Vex. As I said before, Vex is very good at manipulating people using her charms. One of the reasons she managed to survive. Of course not. Yeah, but there's fixing things and then there's fixing things. Some things don't need to be fixed. Fixed. Mmm. Yes. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? At the right point in time. That's how it's been. I've said this before, the villains that you've really got to watch out for, the ones who are polite, the ones who are kind, the ones who basically tell you and show you what you want to hear and see. Like a certain Grog, who looked like he's being held together. There we go. That is. Oh. Not having to worry about people dying. And that's how it starts. There we go. That's one of the sort of things that on the surface seems quite noble, but when the more you think about it, the more fucked up that is. It is, again, surface, not bad. Yeah, it's a very familiar tale. It's a good. It's one of those ones you can kind of understand where they're coming from. Yeah, and again, Keyleth is. You can understand what she's trying to do. There you go. That's it. Smart facts. Listen to your wife. I mean, they're not married, but you know. She's basically his wife at this point in all but name. He's such an anxious boy, but I get where he's coming from. She is not. See, and this is another good thing. What I said about how Vex can manipulate people using her charms. She sometimes uses it for good. I remember rightly, like in the stat blocks, I think she had like the highest charisma or something. Like high dex, high charisma, something like that. A high persuasion skill, to put it in D&D terms. I know that this somewhere put out what the stat blocks for, and well, I'll have to try and find them. And that's the thing. The blade won't lie. Oh, is that who becomes the Raven Queen? Again, noble goal. Oh, obviously it's not. Oh, no. Interesting. Alright. Yep. And that's probably the worst thing they could have done. And there we have it. Damn. Total obliteration. I mean, it's bad enough to kill them, but to remove every single trace of their existence. That's effed up. And you can understand why he's pissed. Fucking. Well, that would be terrifying. And again, I love the design of the Raven Queen. Yeah, they're not there anymore. Yes, he would. Hope the emulates work. Yeah, that's fair. He is so manipulating her. But again, doing that sort of manipulation where it's like he's also telling the truth. This is one of those sort of things you're like, you know what? He's starting to make a bit of sense. Which is what makes him a dangerous villain. Is that he is, there's a part of you that's thinking, yeah, he is making sense. Oh, this is getting spicy. Now this it, it's going to be interesting. Like, they're going to be fighting like their counterparts. Yep, they're both artificers. this is going to be interesting. So as I say, Terry is he's not a bad dude. Just a little bit naive and a little bit. Oh, he's just unleashing the entire arsenal. There you go. That's the thing. It has to be freely given. All I will say is this isn't how campaign 1 went. It was good, but it wasn't like this. Ow. Yep. Yeah, because you're now basically in Death's realm, so it's basically flipped. When you're in the real world, it's basically a curse. Oh, that's a cool picture. So yeah, gonna oh, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this goes. I mean, that's a great title, The Poisoned Ear. Okay, so it looks like they're not. Okay, alright. I'm just watching this thing as well because I like the bit at the end. Really good artwork. Simple. Gets the point across. It's almost storyboardy. Like not I don't mean that in a bad way. You know, it's just like it's quick, does everything it sets out to do, sort of thing. Right. Okay. So. Right, let's get everything all queued up for the next episode. I'm gonna get everything done there. Done that one. Okay, I've just seen how my camera's getting dark, so I'm gonna use that to moments to adjust the lights. I can turn it on now. Now it's starting to cool down a little bit, which is good. Yeah, that'll do. That will do. Right. Okay, so I'm gonna freshen up, wait for everyone to get back. Because it is seriously can't believe. I mean, I'm not advertising as such, but seriously, I got this like 5 years ago, for like £1 from Poundland, and the only thing that's broken about it was I had to change the battery for this. Absolutely brilliant. Right. Whew, I am sweating buckets. Let me just wait for everyone to get back, and then I will continue. Also, one second, I need to check on the cat as well. Yeah, she's fine. She's fine. She is absolutely fine. Okay. Whew. Well, like in your part of the world at the moment, if anybody's watching this later, because this is, yeah, it's even though technically we're not part of Europe. I mean, I saw what some of the temps were in France, and that was like, yeah. You know, when even the scale on the what do you call it, like the weather monitor, just sort of like starts going back into lighter colours again, you're like, yeah, you know what? That's, I mean, anybody who says climate change isn't real needs a slap. But, sorry, 1 sec. There we go. Right. Okay. So we are on episode 11. Let the end begin. Right. 1 sec. T-shirt's sticking to me like I'm a pig outside a butcher's shop. Right, okay. Let us proceed with episode 11. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, huggle. There we go. I might turn the light up to this. There we go, that'll do. Emotional dramatic music. Flashing images, violence, injury detail, language. Right. Yeah, I mean, they're basically like brother and sister. And this is like cruel because like, but again, that's the whole thing. She has to do it willingly. That's part of the rules that even the whispered one has to follow. It's like, because if it's forced from him, then it's not freely given or anything. Nothing to say she can't be manipulated, but it has to be. What's it? There's like, it's like with fey magic in a lot of these things. You know, sure they can take things from you, but if it's freely offered, that has more power behind it, especially in the old magic and things like that. Whew. So I like that they're going with that side of things. I suppose that's another reason why he's been kind, being polite to her. I mean, yeah, he's manipulating her, sure. Yeah. There's something else I need to mention about this particular character, but I'm not going to say it until the end of season 5 because it will be a massive spoiler if I say anything. So, but anybody who's watched the campaign will know what I'm thinking of. Oh, that's gnarly. Yeah, just remember in this realm, it's a blessing. All you can see is like a glowing pike. Notice how his eyes still glowing. And then we can. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's going to be very helpful. I think. Okay, maybe not. God, this is just like a torment for her. Yeah, oh, the whole thing. Yeah, the dragon blight. She didn't really leave you. That's the thing. I don't think she can hear you where she is. That's, again, that is freaking torturous and cruel. Hmm. And once again, hmm. Hmm. Yeah, but would he be Silas if he came back? Again, he's the sort of villain who will, how can I put this? Everything he's saying is the truth, but it's not the entire truth, if you know what I mean. Oh, those things are gnarly, those Gloomstalkers. Very much remind me of the Fell Beasts from Lord of the Rings. Ouch. That's gonna leave a bruise. Yeah, that'll go well, trying to bite him. Especially now he's basically enhanced. God, that is a... That's, that's a good, that's a deep, he's up there. It's fact they don't having like visible eyes, I think, really adds to the creepiness factor. That's not... Oh. Oh, yes. The armour. Like I said, it's got an upgrade. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bye-bye. Like, if you've ever watched Full Metal Alchemists dealing with the homunculi, if you get them in their tattoo spot, which amuses me because Laura Bailey was in Full Metal Alchemist, and Travis as well, and I think Sam. Mm, yep. Yep. Hmm. Yep, they all filled it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It doesn't work that way. Oops. Oh, is she going to try and druid do some? I mean, she's a druid. I don't know why that just tickled me, just the way he says that. Oh, that was funny. That tickled me. That's what you need. A little bit of brevity every now and then. Right. Yep. See? Yep. She basically do a bit of druid rammy on her. Biting tongue. But considering how they've changed things, what I know of campaign one is like, yeah, they are definitely going a slightly different route, but they are hitting the same major plot points. So things could be very different than what I am aware of. Here they come. Oh, hell yes. Yep. That's some like Rise of the Valkyries level of stuff there. Nice. That was pretty freaking dope. So I'm just looking at my picture of Keely from the water. that's that's yeah, that's gonna leave a bruise. Oof. Yeah, how long has he been working on this? Centuries, I imagine. Maybe, well, depends how time works in this dimension. Yeah, I wouldn't count him out. That was a good shot, Percy. Yeah. Yep. Like I said, help with an ascension. Yeah. A massive blood ritual. That is freaking good music and great mental imagery. Sonic attacks. Yeah, I was waiting for that. That's a great little using the thread of fate. Two down. Oh, what a shame. Appropriate that they're fighting those particular versions. And this is why you don't piss off Keyleth. She's about to go full avatar on this guy. Ah, what a shame. Now comes the hard part. Okay. I'm freaking loving the the animation quality. This is like top tier. Yep, that's the thing about blood magic. Very powerful. Very, very dangerous. Ow. Poo. I wanted to say something a bit stronger then, but I imagine Twitch and YouTube would probably be very upset if I had said the word that I was thinking. God, that good choice in the music as well. So there we go. Final episode coming up. Final episode season 4. Alright. Okay. Oh yes. That is right, let's get everything all queued up and ready. Okay. Excuse me. Again. Sweaty t-shirt. I'm probably going to have to change my t-shirt after this because my back is sweating buckets right now. And I'll admit, I'm just going to take a not break, just a brief pause, just a very brief pause, because it's yeah, it is. There we go. Right. Is everybody comfy? Then we shall begin. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I definitely need to change my t-shirt. Flashing images, violence, into detail, and language. Oh, Shazbut. Yeah, the celestial blood, the connection to the gods. she's got 3 vestiges now. Mythcarver, her armor, and the gauntlets. Yeah, she's got 3 of them. Yeah, I'll say now, this is not how campaign 1 went. There was other stuff going on, but again, I'm liking that they've changed things. Because it makes me even like think. Again, the way to look at it is it's an adaptation. It's not a conversion. I'm very glad I did it that way, because I think a direct, almost like one-for-one thing wouldn't have worked properly. But this does work. The 2 moons. Yes, some of those images in this thing are now making a little bit more sense. Raven feathers, yep. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Ouch. Yeah, they're going to have to fight Pike. Ow. That's going to sting. The way she is right now. Yeah, there's a reason why Death needs to be around. See, there's something we have in this world, which is basically what happens when life keeps going unchecked. There's a name for stuff like that. Begins with a C. I mean, don't get me wrong, death freaking sucks, but it's necessary. you can understand why she's angry. Oh. Yeah, from his point of view, he just, yeah, this is a, yep. Best thing I heard to describe Grog: dumb of ass, big of heart. He may only have an intelligence of 6, but he's right. No, it's not good. Come on. Sometimes him being a dumbass is a benefit. Yeah, yeah, but you. Oh, that's good. Those wings are pretty dope. Oh. Yeah, and Grog would know that. Yeah, considering how Grog started off, he would definitely be an expert on that sort of subject. Oh, oh, that's how they're doing it. I was wondering how they were going to do that. Yeah, and he knows where her weak spot is. I'm I can't again. I can't say anything, and I won't do it till the end of season 5. Oh, here you go. 500 years. In all meanings of the word. That's again quite epic. Interesting. Yeah, this is definitely okay. That was dope. He's whoops. Yeah. Okay, she's gone full fire elemental. Okay. Yeah, got a nice big boom at the end. I'm just checking. Fuck, fight. You're just like, nice. Yes, this is now where you run. This is basically like a pocket dimension he built. The Pokeball. As I said, dumb of ass, big of heart. Don't say that. It's that's not the sort of thing you want to say in a universe like this. There we go. And there's quite a few of them. Yeah, it's not going well. Who's voicing this character? Yeah, they're done goofed. And everybody saw that. There we go. Well, we know what season 5 is going to be about. Yeah, that was different to campaign 1. All I'm going to say. That was very different. Oh, this is beyond oh poo. This is way beyond that. In terms of the fecal matter hitting the air circulation device. This is like that cranked to an 11. Yeah. Season 5 is going to be interesting. But yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. Yeah, this is Thanos level end of Infinity War territory. It's that level of, oh, we are so fudged. I'm just kind of, again, biting my tongue. I am hoping that what happens in what I would call season 5 is what I think's going to happen, because it's going to be fucking awesome. But it does mean we're going to have to wait probably about a year or so before we can watch it. But I believe that the next, what do you call it? Mighty 9 season should be out in the meantime. So that'll keep us tied over. But I'm trying to remember when the Mighty 9 stuff is set. Because in the actual plays, it was set like about 20 or so years afterwards. But in the animation, it's like it's not obvious when this is occurring. Like this could be occurring at about the same time and things like that. So on this, we are going to have a quick 5-6 minute break or so, because I need to go and change my t-shirt and everything else, and then we'll be back with Doom Patrol episode 14. Is that, yeah, episode 14, which is the penultimate one for this season. So yeah, which is actually appropriate because the episode's called Penultimate Patrol. So yeah, next week's going to be interesting. We'll see how it goes. But for now, yeah, so we'll be back in about 5 or so minutes. Okay, there we go. So, new t-shirt. I'm going to turn the light up just a little bit. Mainly so I don't strain my eyes. There we go. There we go. Excellent. Right. Just checking on Kitty Cat as well, because obviously, whilst cats like warmth, there's a limit to how much they can handle, and they can't, like sweat out like the same thing we do. So it's always important to keep an eye on your companions, your pets and everything, especially with weather like this. That make sure they're not too ill. So I've just given her some kitty. I've got to be careful and not say the M word, because if she hears that, she'll think she's getting some more. But let's just say kitty juice. So she's been using that to sort of help keep herself cool, which is it's not perfect, but she likes it, and that way I know she's drunk it. Speaking of, I'm going to have a quick drink myself, freshen up, and then we'll crack on with Doom Patrol, which looks like it's only going to be about 45 minutes or so. And that works out quite well. So, right, let's get ourselves ready for Doom Patrol episode 14. The fact it's called Penultimate Patrol just makes me giggle. Right, let me just get everything all queued up and ready to go, and then I will do the countdown. Apparently there's the tag for this episode is just sex. That's what it says. So, okay. Right, okay, so 1 second. Again, it's doing that weird thing where the controls aren't showing up, so just give me a second. Hang on. It's showing like a weird advert for me before I'm doing go. Right. Right, hang on. Sorry, I'm going to do another refresh because I'm just getting like no controls coming up or anything, which is very strange. Very, very strange. Just bear me 1 moment. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I had to reset the entire page rather than just the image, the thing I was watching. Okay, I am good to go. Very strange, very strange. Right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a go. There we go. That was very odd. Very, very odd. I don't know why it did that. But it's sorted now. So you've got the DC intro bit. Again, just one tag, that's all it says. Just sex. So. And Alan Tudyk as Mr. Nobody has been great. Yeah, that was rough. Yeah, that was especially for someone with reality tweaking powers like him. I love it when he just does the fourth wall break stuff like that. Because then you're not 100% sure if he's talking to the characters himself or us. Again, as I said before, I am been so surprised by how much I've enjoyed this. So I think next week, because obviously Vox Machina has messed things up a little bit. It will be we're going to do a two-parter, season 1, season 2, which normally I don't like doing that on the same stream, but it's not a major deal breaker. It's just a preference. So. Yeah, it's got very, very warm, so Lucky enough, the computer's not. Oh, actually, I need to check that 1 second. Okay, yeah, so the fans are a smidgen higher than they normally are, but not to a point that I am panicking, which is good. It's just Chicago, Illinois, 1946. Is this Rita? Brotherhood of Evil. Ah, yes. Mr. Nobody. It's the fact that they're like an open talking about a group called the Brotherhood of Evil. Come on. Hmm. Hmm. I wonder if that's a nod towards what would become Gorilla Grodd. Because this is the DC universe, so. Monsieur Malard. Right. I was a different intelligent gorilla. Right, okay. Yeah, the only one I could think of was Gorilla Grodd. But that's more of a Flash thing, really, isn't it? Ah, she said the thing. She said the thing. And no one else bats an eyelid. Still, the whole idea of an intelligent gorilla isn't that far fetched in terms of comics things because chimps, gorillas, orangutans genetically are very similar to humans, just different brains. That's assuming that the beard hunter is still alive. Yeah, no. Yeah, that was pretty messed up. Like, part of me does want to sort of see what the future seasons are holding, but at the same time, I don't want to spoil it for myself. I've been deliberately trying not to read up on anything Doom Patrol related, which is, for me is really freaking difficult. Yes, the teleporting street. Sorry, the sentient teleporting genderqueer street. Gotta respect it. No, everyone can literally just be themselves. I bet Flex is more like, alright, cool. But again, he did establish that he can communicate with entities like that. Like when he was talking to the spirit. Oh. Okay, that's a nice little touch. The flag at half mast. Oh, there he is. So he is still alive. I just suspect that Hammerhead was like, oh yes, please. Again. I mean, that's... A donkey's... Mm-hmm. The space between realms. Like outside of what we would call space-time. Like a little pocket dimension sort of thing. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. Like I said, space between realms. All valid points. All valid points. It's not working, is it? Oh, maybe it takes a bit of time. Oh, 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 oh. Holy fudge, I was not expecting that. No. Wow. Oh, that is just wow. Wow. Like, yeah, thanks, buddy. He flexed the wrong muscle and came an entire. Wow. That was not what I was expecting. Yeah. Oh god. I just lost out of the inflatable arm, man. That was just. Shows how powerful Flex Mintado is. He just made an entire street very happy. I'm trying to explain that one to everyone. Right. So for this scene, everyone, you've got to imagine that you are arriving. Oh, here we go. Bit of lore. Mmm. Yeah, so yeah, he flexes and oh. Oh. Oh, okay. And if they're in the white space and Mr. Nobody is in control of it. These are all like the moments that, yeah, basically where they've. Ooh, that's a horrible way of describing it. Ooh, yeah, because if he's outside of space time, but he's offering, why is he doing this offering? Why is he doing this? Oh, yeah. Why is sorry? Someone nearby in the neighborhood is cooking a barbecue, and I can smell it, and it smells really freaking good. So that smells. Whatever's cooking smells really freaking good. Or maybe this is a chance to change, to fix the rights that the things they did wrong. Wow. So are they going to basically are they going to take this opportunity to right their wrongs, to walk away from what they did? Seriously, that. Okay, this is where they come to terms with their trauma, their fuck up. Like they admit it to themselves, sort of thing. Okay, so get yeah, they're all, like I say, all coming to terms with their issues and their trauma. I called it. I freaking called it Hammerhead's purpose. This is what she was here for. Yeah. Yeah, especially all the stuff that's going on in her subconscious, shall we say. Yes! Like I said, I freaking called it. This was Hammerhead's purpose. No, there was a reason for her manifesting. Sometimes you need someone to get the heavy shit done. Oh no. Could only save one. Yeah, fucking saw that coming. It's what she would have wanted. Oh, I suspect his wife wouldn't have approved if he had tried to save her. Exactly. Yeah. Brutal, but yeah, got stuck in his brain. She's feeling brute. Yeah, the irony is, yeah, if you told him the truth from the beginning, he would have. Yeah. Now, how's Cyborg going to get into the white space without Flex? And his Flex is outside. You could probably send him in. Oh, she's figured it out already. Maybe? Yeah. She's figured it. She's figuring out the rules of the white space. Oh yes, the Jod Hoppers. That is such a messed up but dope design. Oh. Oh yeah, because she's a psychologist. Oh, that's a good. Oh. Oh, there we go. Messing with his head. Oh, they are messing with him so good. Cyborg. Yes! It can't be that easy. Yeah, this has been too easy, and it's another episode to go of the season. So I'm I'm not bringing out the champagne just yet. They're actually starting to get along. Okay, that's a lot of pancakes and a lot of bacon. That's exactly the same headline as when they were in the cafe earlier. This feels off. Something feels off. The giant robot. Yeah. Rita's outfit mirrors her in comic costume. Nice. That's the I was gonna say that's the no. Yeah. He's gonna be he's stuck in a loop. They're stuck in a loop. I see it. Yep. Yep, they're in a loop. Yes, you're right. It doesn't. Yes, Rita does need to eat a lot so she can, because she burns through the calories ridiculously fast or something. Okay, different this time. Yeah, he's starting to realise it. That's a lot of bacon. Right, so each time they get killed slightly differently, and then the loop resets. And there's the missiles. So yeah, different. Yeah. So he's aware of what's going on. Yeah. So you'd think he would at least, on after the first few loops, try to explain to them. So, so yeah, vaporized, squashed. Finally, come on, break the loop. I thought it was too easy. That's the fake one. I knew it was too easy. It was over too quick. I love when he breaks a full fall. What is it? Yes. Alan Tudyk has been amazing as Mr. Nobody. Like, he genuinely feels terrifying when he's more normal. So what's the... It's got to be something about Niles. There's the truth. What is it? What is it? This has got to be something big. There we go. Oh, his face in the background. Oh, that was... Okay, now that's how you end an episode. I mean, honestly, I think that could work as like a season ender as well, but... Oh, that was good. That was very, very good. Right. Okay, I'll admit, seriously, Alan Tudyk has been a freaking amazing, and just that grin at the end was just... That was terrifying. Of like someone's like... I mean, that's like beyond a shit-eating grin. That's just like, yes. Yes. So damn good. Yeah, there's one more episode of season 1, but I think next week I am going to sort of break my rule of not doing split seasons. But yeah, I think next week we're going to have season 1 finale and the premiere of season 2, because I know I'm not going to be able to wait a week to be able to watch that, because there's a good... I mean, that's one heck of a I'll say hangover then. No, it's one word. A cliffhanger. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. It's one heck of a cliffhanger. But it's not the last episode of the season. We're looking forward to that. Right, okay. I'm going to rush off because I will admit I am feeling a little bit lightheaded. Not in a bad way, but like I said before, I've got better at recognising when I'm starting to feel faint and a bit lightheaded, and it's starting to build up a little bit. So this is like my body telling me, yeah, you need to go and go and have a cool shower, hydrate, do all the other stuff, and then I'll be fine. I'll be fine. But I'm gonna have to do that basically right now. So I will say good night, and I will be back, fingers crossed, streaming next week. But like I say, I will take each day on a how I feel basis, because yeah, that is so good. Nighty night.